Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Portugal for one last time. Praiense versus Portimonense. So this is the absolute last match that I will be doing for this hot seat save. After this, I'm going to immediately save it and hand over the save file to the next person, who I believe is Fryman7. I've said that before, but definitely check out his stuff. Definitely keep the save going because it has been interesting. We have already been guaranteed. We are in 7th right now. So we have already guaranteed that we have one-upped the previous season, which I believe we were somewhere 13th or 14th or something like that. I can't even remember. 15th. So we were 15th last time. We are guaranteed at least 7th or above. So it depends on Rio Ave, 7th or 6th. So it depends on how Rio Ave do today. However, I realized in doing this entire save, I kept thinking about the save itself. I know nothing about this team. Where is this team in real life? So I want to do a quick check on where they actually reside. So if we take a look at good old Google Earth Pro, in Wikipedia it says they reside on the Estadio Municipal de Praia de Vitoria. So let us see where that is. All the way, wow. What on earth? You can kind of zoom in. I'm assuming somewhere around here. I don't know where the actual stadium is, if that is it or not. But I did not even... Can I zoom out, please? I did not even realize that these islands existed. So if you zoom out, you can see all the way over here. This is Portugal. I had no clue that these islands existed. So no wonder my guys are so tired. They have to fly all the way to here and all the way back to get their home games. But now I noticed something else in my search. If you go to the club page, you can see they are actually playing the Estadio João Paulo II. So let's see where that is. Is that anywhere on the mainland? So Estadio João Paulo, I have searched for it, and it's just a little south. So I don't know if during the save, when Kegman started it, and whomever came after, I don't know if they changed locations, or if just something happened and Wikipedia's wrong, or maybe one's I don't know how big this area is, but I don't know if one's a practice field and one's an actual stadium. So, but wow, very interesting. So that little side trip aside, I've never actually known where they played before. So that is very interesting to know that those, again, I didn't even know those islands existed before. So that is pretty cool. But going to the table, you can see that Porto have already won the league handily. Benfica comes a somewhat close second. And then, wow, Sporting in third. Damn. But we do lie in 7th. We were in the 5th spot for a little bit of a time. But unfortunately, we fell down the ranks. We are 51 points, 15, 6, and 12. And we are in 7th. Hopefully Rio Ave. I don't know who are they playing today. They are playing Tondela. So I am not expecting... I don't know. Tondela is not a bad team. So hopefully they can draw Rio Ave, or just Rio Ave can lose completely. And then we can jump them. That would be nice. So we can't get Europe today. However, we can either come 6th or 7th, and we can end this save of, my part of this entire hot seat save on a hopefully positive note. But one other thing I wanted to mention is that I hope I haven't screwed Fryman, the next manager, because some of the transfers I've done a little bit of business already, and I hope it's okay. Oliver Skip is joining us on July 1st, 2023, formerly Bristol Rovers, Tottenham, Birmingham, and Sheffield Wednesday. So you can see the Sky Bet Championship, 36 appearances, 2 goals, 9 assists, 682, not too bad. I don't really know the step from the championship to the Portuguese Premier League. Hopefully it's a nice, easy transition. But if you look at the scouting summary, 91 out of 100. Deep line playmaker, Mazzala, okay, he can play a bunch of different things. He pretty much looks like he's going to be one of the best midfielders in the squad. There is a chance to sign Malumbi. There's a chance to sign Knight. The press has come to me, said, would you like to sign them? I was like, of course I would. They're terrific players. So something Fryman might want to look at is signing them if they can. Hwang Moon-ki, I believe, is leaving. Jack Rolls is on a loanee, so he's going to be leaving. But Oliver Skip is coming in. He is a little bit on high wages. He will be, it doesn't say what he's going to be. I think he's like 4,000 or just under, it's like 33.8 or something like that. But he will be here for 2 years. So hopefully that will be good news to Fryman. So with transfers done, let's quickly get to the schedule. Last time out was this annoying Boavista game. We came back to kick the absolute crap out of Estoril, with Knight getting his first, Warren Leandrino, and Daniel Fernandez, who was kicking it up a notch a little. Following that up with Belenenses, a 1-0 win away from home. Porto, again. We only lost 0-1. I'm not too unhappy about that. It still would have been nice to have gotten at least a point, but it's Porto. What do you expect? Following Benfica got thrashed 4-1. I was thinking, Fred Ortega got one in the third. I'm thinking, well, shit happens. That's the way this game's going to go. Malumbi gets one in the 7th. I think that's like his 5th goal or something for the club. And I'm thinking, hey, we have a game going on. Then 26, then 57, then 80. I'm like, yeah, please, for the love of God, just end this. Academica, 0-0 draw. That was just bad. This is where Leandrino got his ass kicked. Marcos Andre, missed penalty, 6-0. I'm like, nope, you're out. Get out. So I think it was Pedro Silva on for him. I was so unhappy that we didn't get at least 3 points out of that. That should have been a 3-pointer right there. Braga, 0-1. Another one I would have liked to have gotten a draw out of. However, Braga, what are you going to do? But we kept them to one goal, and it was away from home. But Portimonense is today, so let's get to this team. So one thing I will say as we finish out this entire series for me is that a lot of these players are going to be gone. I mean, obviously we have 3 loanies that are so far at this time going to be gone. But we also have, I think Victor Andrade is going to be leaving. Breno, his contract is up. He's not great anymore. He's 26 years old, so he's not really going to grow much, if any. But at the same time, he's been here. How long has he been here? He's been here the entire save since 2016. So I like to keep him in. I have not given him a contract, but that's, for the next manager to deal with. But it might be nice to keep him around as long as he's not unhappy. But this is the lineup that we have today. Kaike in goal, Vilela, Cabrera, Warren, and Seitel in the back 4. Malumbi and McCann in the midfield. Mario comes in for the injured Leandrino. Knight and Fernandez up top, or in the attacking mids, and then Atunes up top. Atunes has not been great lately. I've thrown Marcos Andre in there every now and again. However, I'm thinking Marcos Andre is much more of an off-the-bench, player. Because he does a lot of good stuff off the bench, but when I start him, he kind of sucks balls. So that's how we're going to do it today. Submit this team. Let's get going. It's kind of a sad thing thinking that this save is going to go elsewhere. It's been a lot of fun. But at the same time, Leandrino, so close, and then gets taken out. But it has been an entire season that I've done so quickly, and I've never really done that before. Oh, come on, guys. So they do have a highlight, and Justino, what happened? Cabrera just ding, just let it go in, and I'm assuming that kept Kaike, he couldn't see the ball, so Justino, Cabrera, major malfunction there. Fernandez, his back was turned, but wow, that's not a good way to start. Okay, so as McCann has a very average shot, very slow, I did put the scores up in the lower corner. Of course, it went back to the field, so it's not going to show much. Let's just show some passion right off the bat. Cabrera is anxious. Well, dude, you fucked up majorly. I should actually yank you. 6-1. Wow, you're just getting worse. I'm going to actually yank you at halftime because this is not looking good for you. So halftime it is. That was a very disappointing performance. Let's see. Should I assertively say I'm not happy with your performance? Yep, everyone's fired up. Tactically, sorry, Cabrera. I'm going to put Breno in. Simply because this may be his last ever match here at the stadium. So I'm going to do that. Start second half. We can see that, where is it? I don't care about those. Rio Ave and Tondela are still... I'm trying to do something, game. Can you at least give me a minute? But they are still tied at 1. Ben Knight has made a lot of mistakes. Well, you know, I can't sub everyone. So McCann coming in, bangs it off a player. I mean, pinballing is insane. That and passing. This game has it in droves. And getting it stolen. And then a stupid highlight. Pointless highlight. So Atunes hit a 6-3. Wow. Last match of the season, guys. And look. Look, they're losing. At least get a point. Can we get a point? Look at that. 2-1 Tondela. Come on, dudes. I'm in about 5-10 minutes. I'm going to have to go very attacking if you don't get a goal. Otherwise. McCann, I swear to fucking God. All his shots go, ping off someone. Come on. God, he's so pasty white. The English loanies that I have are... I really wonder if they decided, I'm not even going to put any color in. What the hell was that? So Saito with a throw in to Malumbi, back to Saito, back to Malumbi. Knight brings it in, and you guys are just passing around. I will say every now and again, oh, they have some fantastic passing plays. Some great through balls, and then they do some major fuck-ups. So, I guess, I don't know if it's an average team or a fantastic team in the waiting. And what happened? 3-1 Tondela. Guys, all we need is one single point. Oh, I was afraid that was going to be a penalty. So I am throwing everything we can at this team. McCann's tired, so he's coming out. But Jack Rolls is coming in. And I would really like to get this going. So, A, you got to keep the ball. I mean, that's first and foremost. Giving the ball away does not help your cause at all. So, Giovanni Jr., Ligario, João Pedro. Okay, wide shot. 6 minutes left, 5 minutes left. We are very attacking. Everyone's... How are you anxious? Show some passion. This is your home crowd that you're losing to at an 11th place team. You are 7th. You should be winning these matches. You know what? You can't even see these stupid matches. What is that? So I had to change the location because you guys couldn't even see the scores. Oh my lord. We have 2.5 minutes left. I have no shouts left to give. We have 2 minutes. Come on, guys. 6th place is yours for the taking. For some reason, we have such an issue. To see that through ball. And then what was that? I guess it was saved. So I guess, and then you bring me over here. What the hell? Just show me the in-betweens. But the middle place teams we just can't seem to get. And that's not a foul. Ref. Porto and, Benfica I'm not worrying about because no one's going to beat them. I mean, I think Porto actually went undefeated this year. But middle place teams not doing us any favors. And I don't know how to beat them. Rolls, who is actually a Cypriot. I did not realize that. So my pronunciation of his name is all over the place these days. Warren. And that's full time. Oh, I predict a win for Portimonense today, which is just depressing. 15 shots, 3 on target, 54%. We actually won everything except the match. So, but that is the way we end it. That was, a very disappointing performance. So that is it for the season. My job now is save it, pass it over, and see how the next person does. Praiense made the rude chances. Squad bonus played out. I don't care, but let's as we leave this match, as we leave the save, let's look at the final tally. So Leandro Atunes, 14 goals. Atunes with 705 average rating, 5 assists for Leandrinho, 90% pass completion rate for Vitinho, 3 player of the match awards each for Leandrinho, Atunes, and Cabrera. So that's nice. So what I'm going to do right now is I've just saved it. I'm going to send it off to Fryman to start his save, and we'll see when he starts doing videos for it. Definitely check that out. I will definitely be checking it out. And I kind of want to skip ahead just to see who, the season awards, the season review, things like that. So I will be right back. So just as we get back, a little Praiense's final league position of 7th in the Premier League represents a new record high. Their previous best finish in the Premier League was 15th. We've already said that. So not too shabby. One thing I forgot to tell you is that we had taken control of our 200th match. It was one of the previous matches. I don't remember where. I want to say it was either Braga or Academica. But 200 matches in charge. This save has been going on for a little while. So, ladies and gents, this is the time where we're doing the awards and season review and all that. So, Leandro Atunes was the pick of our 4 players who have been inducted into the Praiense overall best 11 squad. The striker accumulated 45 appearances and scored 23 goals for the team at an average rating of 709. Daniel Fernandez, Leandrinho, and Jack Rolls were the other players selected to be part of the Praiense proud history. Jack Rolls is, as a loanee. Okay. So, Praiense end of season awards. The fans player of the season, Andre Saitel, 36%, Atunes at 30, and Cabrera at 22. So, not a bad pickup, Leandro Cabrera. Goal of the season, we'll take a look at in a minute. Signing of the season, Kaike, 57K. And then young player of the season, Tyrell Warren, who was a player who came in before I got in here. So, he was already on his way in. Let's take a look at this goal right now, though. Hwang Moon Ki, who probably is finding his way out of the club, unfortunately. But we do have better people, waiting in the midst or coming in right now. So Leandro passing it to Ki, who one-times it into the side netting. That is a fantastic goal. Unfortunately, it was our 2-1 loss to Rio Ave. But that is a fantastic way to end it. Praiense will look back on the season as a job well done as they impressed sufficiently to break clear of mid-table obscurity and announce themselves as a club on the way up, finishing above their expectations. Praiense were one of the competition's surprise packages, consistently defying expectations and, owing largely to an impressive spell of form between February and March that saw them rise to 5th, were able to celebrate a successful campaign. So, match of the season, Praiense over Sporting, moment to forget, that 3-0 thrashing. One of the reasons why I hate that club. But we finished 7th, we lost in the 4th round of the Taça de Portugal, and knocked out of the 3rd round of the Portuguese League Cup. So, that is it. That is everything. Confidence review, they're particularly concerned with the poor run of results while using the 4-2-4. Really? Okay, that's all we used, pretty much. Level of support you have attained among the players is a major highlight. So we're doing very well. So, ladies and gents, that is where I leave it. We've had a fantastic season. Somehow got up to 7th place. I don't know how to end a season well, and it shows here. But it is definitely progressing. So, but that's really all we can do. Keep rising and rising until either we can, knock Porto and Benfica off their ladders, or we win the Champions League. So I'm really hoping that we keep progressing and keep climbing there. So with all of that said, we didn't end on a high. However, we can be very proud of what we accomplished throughout the season. But now it is time to hand it over to the next person and see how they do. So that is it for me from Portugal, from Praiense, Calças Cuentas. I wanted to leave this by saying thank you so much for all the support, all the comments that you've left me. And I really hope that Freiman's able to keep this club going. So thank you all so much for watching, for everything you've given. Take care and enjoy.